It's Maxine, Kaye, and Yoga from the Greater Philadelphia Center for Spiritual Living, bringing you another love note on this gray, soft, misty day. How good it is to continually find sweet ways to be with each other. We're very creative, we're very inventive, aren't we? Well, now it's time for us to get creative and inventive with the holidays that are coming up. Because it's different this year, isn't it? We're not all going to Aunt Mabel and Uncle Roy's house for Thanksgiving or for Christmas. I don't even know those people, do you? We're just doing it differently. We're taking good care of ourselves and each other and finding ways that we can celebrate that are different than they've been before. We have a very tall ceiling in our living room, and so typically Reverend Mike and I, and sometimes a family member if they happen to be with us, but they're not going to be traveling here this year, we have often gone to the local Christmas tree farm, and he likes to pick out, Reverend Mike likes to pick out a very tall, thin pencil tree so that we have lots of room to move around in our living room, and it goes clear up to the ceiling, and it's so beautiful to do that. It's going to be different this year. We may or may not have such a tall tree. We're not going to have people gathering around, and we may have a littler one. But do you think that's going to dim our enthusiasm for celebrating the joy of Christmas? We'll have a very, very simple, very quiet, fairly private Thanksgiving dinner. Vegan, of course. And do you think that will lessen our sense of gratitude for this life, for the abundance that is ours on so many levels? We're just going ahead to celebrate everything. We just are doing it differently. And I can see as I'm looking at Reverend Mike now that he's looking at the corner where the Christmas tree usually goes. He's trying to decide what size tree to get this year. Isn't it fun to know the people that we live with and love so well? So it's okay for it to be different. Next year, it will be even more beautifully different. But right now, we're celebrating the completion of this year of 2020. And we are continuing to experience spiritual 2020 vision so that we perceive things differently, more fully, more deeply, with more clarity, and realizing that we are entering into this beautiful holiday season, and there is no reason for us not to feel the full impact of joy and delight and sharing and love and all that this season means to us. Now, usually around this time of year, I'm recommending to all of us that we look to see what truly is important about these holidays for us. And maybe we don't need to do all that baking, or maybe it isn't necessary to send out all those cards, all of the things that we typically do, and sometimes we just do it because we've always done it. It's tradition. Well, this year more than ever, we're willing to look at doing it differently. Why would we be baking 100 dozen cookies if we're not going to be seeing enough people to give them to? I'm speaking to myself as I say this. So I want us to be calm and cheerful at the same time while we are moving through this really precious holiday season where we give thanks, where we light lights, where we celebrate each other, where we give birth to a new expression of the beloved within us, where we celebrate each other's holidays. And we can do this in a very meaningful way, reducing stress, coming into a deeper experience of real joy and real love and harmony. So I invite us all to move through this time with grace and ease and growing gratitude for the new world that we are co-creating together. Tomorrow, Reverend Mike will be bringing you a love note. And then come Sunday, we'll be at our beautiful Sweet 16, just Reverend Mike and myself and the little production crew, sending out a beautiful live stream of our Sunday morning celebration. We really want you to be with us. It's so great to feel as though we are still meeting together, even though sometimes you don't tune in at 10:30 and you do later on. That's okay. We're still together. And you can go to our website in order to find that wonderful Facebook or YouTube connection. You just go to cslphilly.org, go to that little button where you can get onto our website. Or if it's a different time from that, 10:30 Sunday morning, you can still click the same button and you can see past archived versions of those Sunday mornings, as well as archived love notes that Reverend Mike and I love to share with you. You can also look to see what else is going on when you're on that website. And there's a lot. We always have plenty to offer you to keep us connected in so many ways, to keep us lifted and inspired and moving forward. And you have an opportunity to make a contribution to keep our beloved center alive and growing. The day will come, my dear friends, when we're all back together again at Sweet 16. In the meantime, Yoga and I want you to know how much we love you and appreciate you. Keep on joining us for every opportunity we can to connect. Love you. Talk soon.